So, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Um, I'm out here early this morning, rise and shine. So, I like to start the day off with opening up by providing energy, by providing good energy, by providing positive effects, by providing good nutrients to the inner soul. So, by me speaking, got this morning look, but you know how that goes. So, what I would like to talk about today is basically the whole objective behind basically the construction of buildings, the construction of housing, the construction of vehicles, the 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 whole alternative and the whole objective I came across by having these constructions. I realized that it's a whole purpose, period. It's a whole purpose behind everything, right? It's a whole purpose behind everything that has been created. It's a whole purpose behind God's creation, and then it's a whole purpose behind man-made creation. So without further ado, I would like to get into man's creation first. So, man created vehicles and shapes. Man created buildings and shapes. Man created houses and shapes. And so you take those creations, right? And don't just listen to me, because I could just be jibber japping, as they would say. But nah, look this shit up like how you look up everything. So the whole total design behind, let's start with something small as a vehicle, transportation, right? The epic plan or the epic agenda for having transportation or the epic plan to creating a car is the same as the epic plan to creating a house or buildings, right? So then you take this for example, right? Imagine standing or imagine sitting in your house, and just imagine sitting in your house for, let's say, hours, right? Imagine sitting in your house for hours and just ask yourself sometimes, why am I sitting in here? Understand that if you look at the house, everything designed from in and out is to create a distraction, to create conflicts, to create depression. Think about it. Even to the vehicles. even to the cars, the transportation. It's for distraction. When you enter a home, most people don't do it, but I realize some people do. People want you to take your shoes off. Some people want you to take them off outside before you enter, and then some will have you take them off right at the door. For some time, I never realized why is that so. Why am I taking off my shoes at the front door? And so time passed, and I eventually ended up understanding that spirits travel with you. You carry spirits everywhere you go. The soles of your feet, when it's in a shoe, is trapped. Or your shoes carry your soul. Your soul is within your shoes. It's within your feet. So potentially that, or to some degree, that people contrast evil spirits, and or they are attached to evil spirits, and by allowing people to come into your house with their shoes on and walking in your house with their shoes, they realize that's how spirits get implanted into the home. Yes, spirits are real. So check this out. The walls, the whole agenda for it is created like a box. The design of a home is shaped kinda sorta like a box. The design of a home is similar to the design of a prison. Think about it. Think about it. Though you're able to do whatever you want in your own home, in your own house, but there's gonna come upon a time where you feel as if you can't seem to fully connect with yourself as much as you could outside. It seems that you'd basically be distracted because of everything in the house. Like, look at it. You got pictures in the house. You got furniture in the house. You have food in the house. You have entertainment in the house. So you have all these creations in a box that is surrounding you every moment that you're in the house. Prime example for a car. It's shaped just like a box. It's shaped just it in fact could be a moving box. Think about how everything in the car is created to control you. Let alone you have to control it first to a degree, but once you control it, it knows that it controls you, because if you need it, it's going to provide for you only because it's able to. So when it's not able to, And when you struggle through not having things work for you, you get irritated. You get distracted. So then you have to tell yourself, damn, this shit's not working for me. So I gotta get that fixed. Then you tell yourself, this ain't working either. So now I gotta get this fixed. And then at the end of the day, you realize your car start fucking up with you. Then you realize you no longer have a car unless you get it fixed. So you look at all of that, and that's where it comes into play, to where it's set up for you to get distracted. It's set up for you to become controlled. Think about having a house. There's certain things in the house that you can control, and then there's certain things in the house you can't control. What is a few things that you can control? Let's go with one being the fact that you can control the heat, you can control the air conditioning, you can control the TV, you can control flushing the toilet. All of these things you can control. But when when it gets to the point where you can't control it anymore, then you realize there's a problem. You realize there's conflict about to get stirred up because it's not working for you anymore. Though if you want it to work for you again, you have to dish out money. So this is coming to tell me again that the total construction of man is created to distract. It's created for you to lose control. It's created for you to really not understand as well too, because you got to think about it. Not too many people think about shit like this. Not too many people have it in their mind to understand this. And so I'm making the video because I know I'm not the only one that understands this. I know I'm not the only one that could relate to it or agree with it or whatnot. You might disagree with it, oh well. But if you do disagree, politely explain to me why you disagree and why I should see eye to eye. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that these things are all bad, because let alone they've been created for a reason. So I realized that the total aspect of the boxed formation, because if you look at it, it's all shaped like a box. Think about it. It's in the form shape of a box. And it's prison shaped like. People get so comfortable in thinking that everything that's happening or everything that they're doing is pleasing. It pleases them. They're confident in doing whatever it is that they feel they should do. And I'm here to just state that That's not the real comfort zone. Think about it. Think about it. We're really not supposed to be. We're really not supposed to have houses. We're really not supposed to have cars. Although somebody or something came and said, "Fuck what we not supposed to have. We gonna have it, and we gonna do what we gonna do." And so this is why I'm making the video, because I'm saying F that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And that is let y'all know that this shit ain't right. And explain to the simplest form I can, because when I get complex in explaining things, then you guys may tend to want to argue and all of that. And I don't have any time to argue with anybody about the situation, because we don't even have any time for it anyway. Things are happening quickly. So, that being said, I like to wrap the video up because everything happens for a reason. The total construction of man has been created to distract. Think about it. When you get home, you get comfortable, you get lazy. You're tired. You shouldn't be tired when you get home. You shouldn't be lazy when you get home. But if you work, because you got to understand, as I mentioned in the video, if you work, you're a slave. So at the end of the day, it's nothing that I'm hiding. It's nothing that I'm making up. This is true facts. Look it up. So at the end of the day, I'm making decisions for myself. I'm making my own choices. At the end of the day, I'd rather do this shit by myself than do it with people that don't know nothing that I'm talking about, that don't understand nothing. Really, people only want to understand celebrity lifestyles. People only want to understand. People want to understand what they're doing, and they're not going to be able to because they don't know what they're doing. People say they got a job, but don't even know why they got a job. Don't even know why they got to pay bills. Don't even know why. People just tend to tell other people, "Oh, you got to do it because that's what you're supposed to do." Where does it tell me in the Bible that I supposed to get me a job and pay bills? I don't think nowhere in the Bible anybody paid bills back then and there. And like how one of guys had pointed out to me too, on YouTube, shout out to Apollo. Adam and Eve didn't even have a job. Show me in the Bible where it say Adam and Eve worked at KFC. Adam and Eve worked at Walmart. Adam and Eve worked at McDonald's. Adam and Eve was a teacher at the school. Adam and Eve was a principal at the school. Adam and Eve was this. Show me or tell me where it said the first two human beings employed? Tell me. You can't tell me. So why the fuck is we working today? Why the fuck are we paying bills today? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys, you know, I'm gonna say this for my first time. Like, share, subscribe, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what's best for me. And at the end of the day, if it's a question about something very important that I get asked, I'm just gonna simply answer it in the best shape or form that I know how to. So, that being said, everybody have a lovable day. Everybody try their best to get out of whatever conflicts that they're in, because it don't really mean shit. You stressing yourself out for no reason. You're much more than what you really are, but you stress yourself out, brings yourself down, and then you really can't understand that you're more than what you really are. So, whenever you do get stressed out, understand that you're not the only one, and that you need to make the best of whatever it is. It's hard, but hey, I'll do it, or I do it. Get up, get your ass up, walk. Instead of lazy people wanting to fucking drive every fucking where. That's why you get fat. That's why they created fast foods, you dummy. Like, think about it. Think about it. And I'm not calling anybody dumb. But I'm just saying, you gotta understand this shit. This shit start when shit start to add up, you start to be like, damn, I was dumb as hell back then. But then you start to realize how shit you knew the shit all along. It's just the fact that they had a blindfold up. It's kind of like the movie Bird Box. This is exactly, and that's what I wanted to say to say on the channel too. The movie Bird Box, and this is exactly the reason why I said what I said about them houses, even to the cars, because in the cars, oh, it's hard for you to drive. You easily to get distracted when you drive. So check this out, Bird Box, and I'm gonna end it off on this. Bird Box. You realize that they couldn't go outside without their blindfolds. If they go outside and they don't have their blindfolds on, they're easy to get attacked. 9 times out of 10 die because of the spirits and the negativity that they were able to really see with the 2 eyes. They were vulnerable to get attacked because they necessarily aren't set up to see what it is that they're supposed to see. And so you realize this is most of you guys are in the movie Bird Box. We are all in this movie Bird Box right now. Mostly everybody got on blindfolds. I can say I don't have a blindfold on because simply I can see shit that y'all can't see, and it doesn't affect me. It does not. So honestly speaking, we're living in a bird box world in which everything is more than likely constructed in a box form, and people have blindfolds on. Only the real people that can see what's going on has their blindfolds off. They understand more. So I'm just gonna leave this at that because I didn't want to make this video super duper long. The sun, covering it up, so it's kind of, I want it to be shining back up on me because that shit looks so much better. And it was so much more information that I would have been able to provide, but I'm still providing it, baby. So yeah, at the end of the day, we get it. We got it. Everything happens for a reason, and everybody get into nature, start loving yourself more, and realizing that everything that's distracting you, you should refrain from it. I love y'all. Be safe, and everybody have a great day.